Welcome, children, to I Can, You Can, We Can series. I'm CCC, Chef Can Cook. Today, we are making something sweet and delicious, chocolate lava cake. And we are going to be talking about courage. We need these ingredients to make a good chocolate lava cake. You need milk, oil, flour, sugar, baking powder, cocoa powder, and my favorite, chocolate. Courage is like making this lava cake. All the ingredients can be right, but it still takes lots of effort to make sure the final product is good. First, we need to mix all the dry ingredients together. Then, we put in the milk and the oil. We need to follow the instructions carefully, making sure that the cooking time is right too. If not, the cake will not turn out as expected. There will be no chocolate oozing out of the cake. Following instructions is like we being doer of God's words, following God's way so that we and our lives can be holy and pleasing to God. I remember there's a Bible story about a queen. The story teaches us to take courage and do what is right in the eyes of God. Yes, the story of the young, brave queen in the Bible, and her name is Esther.
Did you say Esther? I'm Esther. Did you call me?
Oh, where do you come from? Oh, actually, I was talking about the Queen Esther in the Bible. Do you know that story?
Of course. The story of Queen Esther is one of my favorite stories in the Bible.
Oh, good.
Esther was a young Jewish woman, and she was very, very beautiful like me. And she was chosen by King Xerxes to be his queen. But the king's trusted man Haman was evil, and he wanted to kill all the Jews, starting with Esther's cousin Mordecai. So Mordecai pleaded with Esther and asked her for help. But Esther was afraid, even though she knew that the king loved her and she should ask him to intervene. But it was not easy. Because during that time, there is a law that says that if she were to approach the king without his permission, she could be killed. So Esther asked Mordecai to have all the Jews fast and pray for her for 3 days. Esther knew that she had to be courageous, and the prayers of her people would surely help, because God is a God who hears our prayers, and we can always count on Him for help. So God gave Esther courage and wisdom, and she was able to approach the king and tell him all about Haman's evil plot. And so Haman was put to death. And because of her courage, Esther was able to save all her people, the Jews.
Wow, but it must be scary for Esther to do what she did. But she never gave up. Instead, she prayed for God's courage and wisdom. Do you know, we will find ourselves in difficult situations or times where we will need to stand firm against the pressure to do wrong. It takes courage to do what is right. It takes courage to tell others about Jesus. But we can do it because God will always be there to help us.
That's right. But it's not always easy to be courageous. But I remember the Bible says from John chapter 16, verse 33,
hey, that's our memory verse for today. John chapter 16, verse 33. I told you this thing so that you can have peace in me. In this world, you will have trouble. But be brave. I have defeated the world. Did you ever face a situation in your life that needed lots of courage?
Oh yes, I remember. There was one time I was in school and I didn't do my homework, and I didn't want my teacher to find out. So when I finally did my homework, I decided to mark my own paper before I gave it to my teacher. So I had to pluck up the courage to admit my mistake and to say sorry to my teacher for what I did wrong.
Wow, thank you for your courage to share with us. My lava cake is ready. We need to put this into the microwave. I just need to scoop this, put it in the cup. Put in the cup. And then Of course, we must not forget to put the chocolate into the cup too. Now, after you have put everything in the cup, we will have to put this cup into the microwave. The heat in the microwave will cook it and make it ready for us to eat. The heat will melt the chocolate, and in the same way, we need to depend on God even when we felt the pressure around us. It is important that we build up our relationship with God, drawing closer to Him. As we grow in our faith, we will be more willing to be courageous and to stand up for what is right. We will not be afraid to face our mistakes and will show strength in the face of pain. So children, what will you do if you are playing with your friend and a bully comes along and started picking on one of your friends? Or your classmate talks about Jesus and made fun of his name? Well, we can have the courage to face difficult or challenging situations because God is with us. And He will never leave nor forsake us. Ooh, the cake is ready. Wow, let's see. Ooh, look at the sauce oozing out from the cake. May we also have courage oozing out from us. Remember to make your own chocolate lava cake this week. Take photographs and post it on social media. #KuzKids. So, remember, I can, you can, we can have courage. Join me for breakfast next week. Okay, enjoy!